Alright, Gemini Man. I'm getting a little worried. You might cause me more trouble than I thought you would. This stage is okay to beat. There are just a few issues. These nitrons are actually one of them. You have to really be sure of yourself when they're around. But it's fun. It's almost the end of the run. Wowzers. I'm not paying enough attention. Maybe I should put on my glasses. But I took them off in some bold statement, I guess, to showcase how cool I am. That'll do it. And see, the nitrons really have a very generous respawn rate. Like, the one that I avoided back there, he didn't even seem to show up again. I don't know why. And I had to move back to get that penguin to spawn back in the pit, and that's the easiest way to deal with him. Really, these things are not that bad. This opening gauntlet's a little tricky, but it's not that much to be concerned about, so long as you really keep your wits about you. But I suppose that could be said of any Mega Man stage. Just in particular, these obstacles are what make me think of that. Honestly, the only real section I have trouble with is totally this one, where Proto Man exerts his dominance. If I had to guess, Proto Man just has exploding feet or something. Couldn't get that one up. I don't really care. But there's only one actual problem area in this stage, and it's near the end, which I guess is appropriate. And shockingly, it's not these tadpoles, where the key issue here is if you know how to press the fire button, you are actually safe and will not be touched by them. Not as long as you're smart and blow up the ones you need to. And even if you don't, you can just reset the room by going back down the ladder. Which is nice, I suppose. It's appreciated. Now, let's see if we can do this without the rush coil. It's not as easy as it might look. There we go. There we go. Just make sure that your shots are all evened out and actually kill the tadpoles you're breaking the eggs of. And these yamambos. Or yambos. I couldn't possibly read without my glasses. I actually am Velma from Scooby-Doo in real life, for those not in the know. Alright. One of those ducks down. I think there's only one left. Well, two more if you respawn them. I know that these ducks are just clearly sprites borrowed from the Capcom-inspired game DuckTales, of course. It's a lie. I'm making all of that up. But a duck robot would have been a-okay in those games. That's my personal view. I feel ducks belong in duck-based games. And Rush, thank you for the boost. Couldn't really avoid that use of the rush coil, so I don't know. Crucify me if necessary, but if not, I'd appreciate it. This actually is the trickiest part of the stage. I will generally agree with that. Just a lot of dragonflies and a lot of fish shooting torpedoes. Whoa, that always scares me because I overestimate what the dragonflies are going to do. The Yambos are pretty tricky, but I think we're good. Excellent. Not gonna need that E-tank where we're going. This is bad country. Alright. Very difficult enemy to finish. As difficult as that. He probably should have not installed that ladder. Now we'll be fighting the Gemini Men. And I hope you guys like Leapfrog. We'll be playing a bit of it. As long as I time this accurately. The problem with these two is you don't want to shoot when the clone on your right is still standing, or else he will shoot you, which I find quite difficult to avoid. And this fight kind of makes my eyes get tired, so bear with me. Sadly, this is not the only part of the fight. And there we go. One shot will make Gemini Man hop, and the trick is you want him on the other side when he does the laser, so you have plenty of room to avoid it. Okay. Thank you, Gemini Man. Will you be going down today for us, please? Thank you, Gemini Man. You are a gentleman and a scholar. I give my utmost thanks to both you and your clone. I hope you enjoy each other's warm embrace in the fiery depths of hell for your homosexual agenda. Thank you, my friends. We'll be achieving the status of Gemini Laser acquiring, which is quite nice. It's not a very good weapon. I don't exactly know why I have it, but that doesn't matter. We've got some outtakes to showcase. Thank you for accompanying me in this journey of a beautiful stage, with beautiful music and a beautiful land. And I think there aren't that many more of these guys. You just kind of have to keep your bullets on the screen. I guess there were just enough of them. This room's kind of hectic if you don't take it quite slow enough. Shit! And I didn't. And there should be one more that I really could have avoided, couldn't I? You shoot him, he jumps. You want some space so that when he does his Gemini Laser, you can shoot him and avoid him. Stay over there. Patience. Fuck! Is not what I have. Whatever. Who gives a hoot, as I always say. This section's actually kind of tricky, so you want to keep your wits about you. Especially that slide, it can be dangerous. But you just want to take everything real careful. Oh, shit. Should've just slided. Why did I not slide? And some enemies that are interesting. Like, I think the Nitrons here, they're cool. They don't necessarily fit in this... Well, they don't fit in my fucking mouth, but there they went. Clearly, this run will count if Uranus is not sure what the fuck that was. Before we begin, I just wanted to do a little self-promotion here for a blog I started. It's called Ranger Retrospective, where I go and do an episode-by-episode summarization of the first season of the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. It was very close to my heart as a kid, and maybe you liked it too. But you can find that at mmprr.blogspot.com, and leave any thoughts, leave any impression that it leaves on you, and hey, if you like it, I appreciate it. If you don't, let me know what you think. But if you like what I have to say here, maybe you'll like what I have to write too. But for saying things, we need to talk more about our good friends, the Gemini Men. I really love this stage. I always have. They're such fucking sleek robot masters. The design of the stage is awesome. I love the hell out of the music. Really, like, I can't go on enough about the fucking music. The music in the stage is so good. It's mind-boggling that they could do that on the NES sound chip. It's always struck me as some of the best music on the system. Whether or not you agree, that's okay. Let me know what you think. If you like it, if you hate it, if you think it's pretty shitty and overrated. Okay. I need to be kinda honest. There isn't a whole lot to say about this stage. The boss fight's not that tricky, the stage has a couple of enemies you need to be sort of careful with, but it only takes a few go-throughs. I guess what I'm trying to say is, out of 14 tries, I deleted one outtake that kinda came out shitty looking, and was left with 9. Nothing but fucking 9. Gemini Man, you and your buddy helped me out phenomenally. I can't even put into words how easy this one went. But there isn't a whole lot to say. They're an easy boss fight. Just be careful when you're playing Leapfrog with them, and watch out for the laser. Keep them far away from you. And that's about it.
I'll conclude by again reminding you that there will be a monster at the end of this board. So, pray for me. Thank you. Oh, and before I get there, I apologize. Take it easy.